Taking logs from the camp to the mill takes fuel and time. Very inconvenient. So I made this. The design is very human. Allow me to demonstrate. Just activate the switch. Very easy to use. Howdy folks, welcome to episode 10. We're going to see if we can build the alternate route to the yeah, she's walking on my arms now. All right, we're gonna try the alternate route to the coal mine and see if we can get that built. So let's get that moving. I think we'll use the wall here, and we'll try to do this sort of deal. And I think we are on level with this. I think we pretty much want to stay on this level. Let's see where it levels off here, because I think it levels off out here, right? Yeah, see, that's about where we want to be. And then we're going to want this to come out there. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to basically build this in such a way that it's going to come around these big hills and stay around the inside of this if we can. So we're going to go like this maybe. There we go. I think it's about, oh, you know what? Let's go like this. There we go. You can get a little bit finer control. Don't walk on my keyboard. Get a little bit finer control here. And yeah, so basically we want to kind of see if we can skirt this thing. Is that gonna cut through the ground there? It looks like it's gonna be okay. Wow, that's a claw right in my flesh. All right. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna bring this. I think she's found the spot here. We're gonna bring this over here. There we go. And as always, we can just build a parallel track with it if we need to, if this is a crummy place to be. But check out the map here. Yeah, basically we just need to come across that big chasm. So we're going to do that. And then we're probably going to have to do the same old thing to make a bridge across. So we're going to have that awfulness. All right, let's see if we can. What happens if we put that, yeah, if we put that straight? There we go. Okay. Let's see what we get when we do this. If we can build something out of this. You know what we can do to make our thing go straight across? We can use the trestles. Should we do that? I think we should do that instead of trying to go around that. Let's do this, and we're going to use the truss bridges. And we can see if we can do it without walking off the edge, right? It's because it's so repeaty, it's hard to tell where that one is and where the one that you're standing on ends. It's because I'm looking down. See, if I do that, then I can see where it is. There we go. And go like this. Yeah, this should be really fun. All right, I could probably even build up stuff underneath it to make it look like there's thingies, but I've never really done that. Why should I start now, right? Is this going to be too low? I think it's going to be too low. Let's see. If we start a wall here, yeah, our wall needs to be, up here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start here. Can we make it do that? Oh man, I really wanted to be able to make it happen here, because that's where we need our track to be. So we're gonna go like this and this, and I think we're still at the same direction here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go like this. Can we turn this the other way? We want to do this. Really? Huh, that's odd. Okay. I guess we will do it this way. We want it to come up a little bit higher off the ground. There we go. Okay, so like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go like this. And let's see if we can go like this. Nope. Like this. See, that's not going to do it, I don't think. I'm just trying to figure out how we can get this lined up. How we can get this nice and lined up here so that this one will go on top of it. And let's go like this. We just need to raise this up is the problem. And so I think if we do something like this deal, can we get up on here? There we go. I'm just trying to decide if we want to do that or if I want to just raise the other one. You know what? Let's go to the other end. We'll do it this way. I think what we can do is, because this needs to come up a little bit anyway, so why don't we take out a couple of these trees here. Are you helping me? My little helper. Helpy Helperton. She's gonna find a spot. It's like, that is not a spot, permanent spot. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to come up on this piece here, and we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna go straight, perfectly straight, right there, and then we're gonna go up like that. I think what we'll do is we'll come out to here. Where is the other end of this? It's right there. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. So we come out to there at 1%. Yeah, that should maybe even 0.5%. Let's see. Yeah, no, it does need to be at 1%. Okay. So if we come up at 1%, all right, we're going to go like this. We're going to lay out a wall here. And then we're going to go like this. We're going to come up at 1%. And then we're going to use that. We might even have to do 1.5% because that's going to be, yeah, 2.5%? Sure, why not, right? Okay, we're going to have to, what did it just do? Oh, did I hit the link? I think I hit the link. Dope. Let's try that again. I think I hit the link on it instead of just putting it where it's supposed to be. Okay, so we're gonna go like that. What is it doing? Why won't it let me not link? It won't let me not link. Here. We're gonna have to, where did it go? Is it going the other way now? Nice. Try that again. We'll get this eventually. All right. There we go. And we're going to put this up to there. There we go. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to delete all these. If we can. As many of them as we can. Okay. And then we're going to put these bridges up on top. Okay. Much better. See, I should just click it as soon as it gives me the option, right? I think it's probably too much experience with Empyrion's twitchy placement thing where you do that and then it twitches out of place and then it doesn't place it where you want it to be. All right, let's go like this. Let's get rid of these. that one, that one. Where was the other one? Is it there? Yeah, see if we can get rid of the other one. Yep, good. I'm like, if we get rid of the right one, then we don't have to try again. If we do get rid of the wrong one, we can just place it anyway. Not that much extra work. Okay, very easy to do. Okay, let's see if this gets us up off the ground. Oh man, it's totally not going to, is it? That would be terrible, wouldn't it? All that work and then we don't even get it off the ground. I mean, we could have just come out the other way, right? There. All right, let's go like demolish rails. We're going to demolish all this stuff, and we're going to have to demolish a bunch of that stuff down there too on the other end. But let's get this and see. We're going to go, whoops, I don't want that one. I want this one. 2.5%. It looks like 2.5% is going to let us do our thing. Okay. There we go. And then we should be able to just lay this flat. There. We should be able to just go flat now. And let's see where we need to head. We need to basically stay on this part. So we need to turn this way and then that way? Is that what we need to do? I think so. Maybe we should just start a track over here. Yeah, why don't we start a track over here and see if we can get that to do its thing. So we're going to want to be there, and then we're going to want to come out this way. Is that right? I can't tell where we're going. Okay, yeah, we're going to be there. Okay. So that's right up here. We want to be on the flat area, and we want to start here. So we're going to go like this, and we're going to do this kind of deal. See, I think this is going to be, I think we can actually follow this level all the way down. So I don't think we need to do a negative thing on that. I think we just need to do like a stone wall. So let's go like this. Stone wall. We're going to start that a little bit like this. And we're going to come along this wall here if we can. See, that's the problem, is if we do that, then we'd have to come out this big giant ridge here. So where is our where's our level here? There we go. There's our level. Something like that, right? And then we're going to come around this corner. And I think this is the corner that we need to match. Okay, it's this one. And it's starting to get dark. What was that sound? It almost sounded like the logs splitting. Why is this not gonna, it's not gonna lay the track? Okay. You know what I think we need to do? I need to go into the thing and paint out all these trees so we can see what we're doing. But we need to come from over here. Where'd it go? We need to come from over here. I'm kind of thinking that I just need to do this whole thing again. This whole area. And come across that way. But either way, we're still going to have to, you know what? Instead of coming across this, I think what we need to do is we need to make this bridge come this way. That's what we need to do. Okay. I think that's the trick here. So we're going to go here, and I need to check the options because I think it's going to, yeah, see, it's going to do night length of 15 minutes, which is not cool. Sure, why not? Back, continue. Okay. So we need to be over here pointing this way. That's what we need to do. Okay, why don't we just start like this. Truss bridge. And we're going to point it in the direction we want to go. And then we'll figure out how to get that to the other end. Is this going to be high enough? I wish we could make this. We can't change the incline. Okay. It looks like it's going to be high enough. Okay, so we're just going to go like this. And then we'll get this all the way across. And we'll see where we need to connect it up. But yeah, I was thinking about that, and I'm like, you know, I don't want to have to go all the way around the other side of the valley and all the way up that huge hill to the iron mine and all the way back down the huge hill from the iron mine and then all the way around the other side of the valley just to get to the coal mine. I'm like, that's a little bit ridiculous. Okay, so I think what we need to do here is, can we hook up? I want to see if we can hook up a bridge here. I know this is like a total mess, right? We're going to demolish rails, all of these. There. And we're going to demolish these rails. Is it not going to let me? Okay, that's fine. I'll do that later. So we're going to come up here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can put a bridge, if our spline will let us match this right here. Can we get that right there? Can we match it? Let me see. Let's go like this. Whoops. Cheats. Flying. Let's see if it'll let me. Is it not going to? Oh, it's because I'm in flying mode. Here, let's see if it'll let me match that up. Yeah, see, it should let me match it up on this side. Can you do it? Come on. No, match the other side. Like that. The other side, your other side, your military other side. There we go. Like that. All right. Demolish rails. That one. There we go. Okay. So that's going to give us the necessary curve that we need. Let's get rid of these while we're up here. While we're still flying. Get rid of all this junk that doesn't need to be here. All right, did we have, yeah, we had one more segment that laid down there. Okay, so then we should be good to just come across this span. That's gonna look kind of cool. All right, and then let's see if we can turn this off. Cheats. There we go. Okay, so now we just need to come along here, and we should be able to just use this one. See, I think we are going to need to come up a little bit. Incline 0. Okay, I guess our incline was negative. We don't need to come up at all. Okay. And we just need to go around this little bit of a corner here, and then let's see what we've got here. Let's zoom out a little bit. Yeah, so we just need to come out here and then go this way. So that's going to be here and then here. See, we're still going to end up with the same kind of mess, but it'll be a little bit cleaner here. Why is it suddenly not wanting to go there? We need to check that track and make sure that it's not going to be underneath the ground somewhere. We're going to have to get rid of all these trees, but we can do that offline. Okay, so it looks like we have that. Now we just need to figure out our other thingy. So I think what we'll do is we'll lay some quick and dirty track, like some of these, the walls. We're going to lay some of these walls and see what we've got as far as a path here. So this is going to be over here. but we kind of want to skirt the outside of this. Can we? There we go. We want to kind of skirt the outside of this thing, of these hills. We want to stay on that, pretty much on the edge of the hills. And then that's going to be the trick right there. I think that's where we're going to need to come out more. Because this is where we need to basically stay parallel with the hill. That's where we had our really sharp corner last time, right? I think it's going to be about right here. Let's try that. See if that'll work. And then we're going to put our bridge. We're going to do this bridge. Whoops, not that bridge. This one. And then, can we do this again? Flying. There we go, so that we can see where we're putting this. And this is going to need to come around to that way. And it needs to stay off of that edge. Looks like it can go there. Can it go there? There. That looks like it should do it. And then that can go up to about here, about where this corner is. How's that look? I think that looks, oh man, that's terrible. Okay, yeah, we're definitely going to redo that. But it'll give us like some anchor points to work with. Let's turn the flying back off. Probably not there. Probably not a good place to turn off flying. All right. Teleport up to here. There we go. Okay. So we're going to do these. We're going to do the walls again. And see if we can get our walls to stick along the edge here. Like this. See, I think what we're going to need to do is, instead of doing all this, is we'll probably make it come out a little bit wider so that it's not so stuck to the wall. Make it come out farther from the wall so that it can be a smoother thing. So we need to get this out to about right where that peak is right here. It's this peak right here is where we need to come around it. And we need it to be about perpendicular to that peak. It looks like it is, for the most part, like that. Can we link it? Is it going to give us, yeah, there's the link. Okay. And we should be able to follow along. You know what? I think we need to go back into flying mode for this. Cheats. Flying mode. There. Let's go like this. So we can see what we're doing. We can't see or any of this. All right, so we need to come out around this a little bit. We might even do the bridge piece. I think that's where our thing, remember where we had the thing bump into the terrain before? I think that was where it was. Might have been on that chunk of thing. Okay. Bring this over here. Do we need to come down a little bit? Are we up at all? We might be. We might be elevated a little bit. Okay, it doesn't want to let me place it here. So I think we're going to have to place bridge there instead. Let's go back. We're going to grab this bridge. And we'll link it here. We'll see if we can make that happen. Like that. There we go. Okay. Then we're going to go back to, I think we'll go back to these. Whoops. No, it looks like it's going to come out of the wall, so. There we go. It's going to come out of the ground there if we do that too much. Okay. So we want this to be about like this. This is where it would be nice to clear out all the trees first. And do we want this to come out? We want this to basically come out as much toward this way as we can, so that we can kind of widen this turn. So let's see if we can do that without chopping into the ground. There we go. Get close to the ground without going into it. Okay, let's take our... I was going to take the flying off, but I think we'll leave it on for just a minute more. We're going to go like this. There we go. And we're going to see if we can get this to make a big round curve. Aha, so it's going to need to stay away from that hill. That's going to be a trick. Okay, let's get some trees out of here. Get some of these trees out of here so we can see what we're doing. Because we can't see where the track is going. There we go. And that one. Okay. Did we get that one? I thought we got that one. This is... There we go. Okay. So we're going to take our flying, turn off our flying. We're going to take this track, I think, and we're going to go like this. Because we need to come out here, but we need this to come as close to this as possible, but without going over it. It's going to be the trick, right? Something like this. Yep, it's just going to have a little grass growing up in it, but it should be okay. All right, and then let's see if we can connect that to this. If it'll let us see what that gives us. I think that's about what we had last time. Okay. We get a little logging done here, just so we can get an idea of what we need to fix up here. Because I'm kind of thinking that this curve is stupid too. If we basically take this and connect this out to here without that intermediate piece, yeah, we'll probably be able to do something like that. Let's see what else we have here that looks messy. Does this piece need to be converted to a bridge? It kind of seems like it does, doesn't it? So let's go like this. We're going to take out that piece and we're going to put in one of these, because this just makes more sense to put in here. There we go. All right. And then we've got this really sharp curve here. It almost seems like we want to run that. Yeah, we need to get the trees out of here. Okay, let's get some. Should I just go in the thing and clear out all the trees manually or automatically? Auto tree. Because I'm not going to be able to get those couple of trees that are coming through the track. Why don't I do that? I'm going to go run all the tracks automatically and clear this off a little bit, and so we can see what we're doing. And then we'll get all this cleaned up, and then we'll try it out. So I will be back in just a second. All right, we're back, and we've got it cleaned off here. So yeah, I think we can kind of. It kind of looks like we can do some stuff here that'll make it a little bit nicer. And we'll see if maybe we can lay a track that's not so horrible. So this we probably want to do like a bridge it starts here, and then it comes around, right? Let's go back down to 1 degree. Let's see if we can lay one that just goes like that. Is it gonna let me? Is it going too wide? It doesn't like that. Okay. So we're gonna go like this. We want it to basically be like this, right? Let's see how that looks. See? That's way better. Way better. Okay. So we're gonna take this. That's why you do the first one as a survey. And then you do the next one to, is that this one here? Yeah, it's this one on the outside. Okay. And then you do the next one to make it nicer. And then see, instead of landing it here, we can probably point it that way. So we can even delete this one too and clean it up even better. So why don't we start with this, and let's go around. We're going to start about here. See, the trick is we need to be level with this, right? And so we do kind of need to connect it at the one end. And then if we come around here, see, we can just aim at where we know we're going to be. Because before we didn't know where we were going to be at, so that's why we couldn't really do that. But if we do this, then we know we have a nice smooth line here. Is that going to cut through? It's going to cut through. Okay. So we're going to need to take that. We need to come around this corner, but then we need to cut it into 2 segments, I think. So we're going to come around this corner, right? Out to here. That's fine. Okay. And then we're going to do this and have it come out to there, to where it's pointing right over at that one. There we go. Okay, so now we should be able to delete this one. We've got our nice little smooth curve, and then we can probably even get rid of this. This whole mess. It's just a big zigzag, right? Okay, so it looks like this is where the, yeah, see, that's where the joint hits. Okay, so we're going to take these segments out. Let's go like this, and we'll get rid of these. And we can just put in one nice little piece here. And we're going to go like this. And we're going to try to do a wall here. We're going to try to just connect the wall in the smoothest way possible. See what happens here. Is it going to let me? I don't think it wants to let me. Let me see. I can't get up on the wall, can I? Can I get up on the wall? There we go. Is it going to give me a link? It's not going to give me a link. Oh, it's because it's kind of way out there. Okay. But I think what we can do is we can fix that. Whoops. We can fix that so that it's coming out to basically as close to the edge here as we can get without, so about there, without going out over it, I think. And I think we need to turn on, whoops, we need to turn on flying. F2, Control R, F2, there we go. Okay, we need to turn on flying so we can do this right. And I think the other thing we need to do, is, wow, we're going to need to do a bunch of stuff there. We'll do one thing at a time here. Flying. Okay. So we're going to come up here. And we're going to do this wall. Like this. See, that makes it nice and smooth, doesn't it? And we'll bring this out as far as we can to this. Like that. See? That makes it smoother. And then we'll get this linked. That should be able to link now without problems. Maybe. Is it still gonna? I think we're gonna need to use bridge on that because it doesn't want to let me. Okay, that's fine too. We can put in one of these. We haven't done one of these in quite a while, and I think we're gonna do a different color too. We're gonna do the fireproof red, and we're gonna lay that out here. Whoops. Okay. I think, do we want the rail on this side? Yeah, we want the rail on the higher side there. Okay. Let's demolish rails. Let's turn off the flying. We don't need it for that. And we'll try that again. Fireproof red. Here we go. And then we should be able to get this linked. There it is. Can we get out of here? Are we trapped? I think we're trapped. That's hilarious. Okay. Let's go like this. Alright, so we've got this one. This segment looks good. This all looks nice. I think we might have everything we need. We can check it out. We're going to try driving down it and see how it looks. That is really sharp there, isn't it? I don't know. I might be able to move the handles a little bit in the thingy, in the editor. So we're going to flip our switch here because we want to go that way. And then we're going to flip this switch here. And we're going to want to do, we need to bring beams, right? So we need to go get beams. Okay. Let's see. And we're going to have to put some logs on this and stuff too. All right, so we're going to go like this. And we need to get beams. So we're going to let Betsy do a little, just so I can hear. We're going to let Betsy do a little coasting here. We're going to go all the way back. Here we go, to the sawmill. We need to go all the way to the sawmill and on this side. And then we're going to need to load up. See what info we have here. Okay. Yeah, we have plenty of beams. We're just going to need to, the boiler pressure is going to come down as our water temperature comes up. Let's get our boiler pressure going here, or to get our speed up here. Hopefully this should keep us, yeah, I don't think it's going to keep us moving. I think we're going to end up slowing down and coasting to a stop here. Okay, so while that's happening, I want to double check and make sure that the coal mine is actually, it is beams. Okay. Yep, so we need to bring beams. And then we're going to need to bring rails. So I think we'll be able to get the beams out there this time. And then we'll be able to bring the rails next time. And I think while we're bringing the rails, can we... Yeah, I think we can hook both trains together while we're bringing the rails. Because we have the coal cars on that, so we can just bring those as one. Come on, you can do it. There we go. There's our water temperature. Our boiler should be coming up now. There it is. Let's see, this is another one where we could just go around this hill instead of up and over the hill. We could probably dip in there a little bit. Let's see. Now, I know this thing was able to go up to like 22, 23, 24 and not fly off the rails, so we're just going to do that so we can hear our speed too. Yep, we're good. I like that. Where it stopped there for a second. Alright. Yeah, we'll bring this all the way up to the sawmill. We'll get our beams loaded up and we'll bring those out. I keep meaning to check, and I can't check against the big cars until I guess I get the big cars. Or unless I just load up an old save, but I keep meaning to check if these are a different, if the little beams that go on these are different mass than the beams that go on the bigger ones, or what? Like the logs too, you know, if you can only fit 5 logs on those, and it puts the little shorter logs. They really need to do something with these trees, though. They're too tiled. Like this branch right here is the same on every single tree, kind of thing, you know? They really do need to scale the trees differently and stuff. Get some variety in there. I know Unreal Engine 5 can do some pretty insane stuff with nanite and everything, so hopefully they'll be able to figure that out eventually. Not that it's ugly or anything right now, but it could be improved. That's it, you know? Like you can see the line here going along all the trees. Now you're not going to be able to unsee it. If you weren't seeing it before, you see it now, and now you're not going to be able to unsee it. You're welcome. And I forgot to ding the bell there while we were going. Do this when we come into town, right? It'd be cool when they get all that set up. Did we have a log? We don't have a firewood depot here. We have a fire depot up at the other thing. Okay. I think we'll have one by one of the mines or something like that. And they don't make a porter that takes the coal, do they? They don't make like a porter one of these, do they? Those are wood fired only. It would be interesting to have a whole coal economy going with these before you get to the big cars too, but all right, is that the sun going down behind the mountains? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. I can't see it up there. It looks like it's over there behind the mountains, doesn't it? All right. We have... Yep, we have the switch set. Okay. Was having flashbacks of the other track that we built that was similar over there. Okay, and we want to do the beams. So we're going to go down to this end. And we'll see if we can get the 2 outside cars loaded at the same time. See if that'll do it. Whoops. F, not F2, just F. Not even F1. F0? Alright. Let's see which cars it lands on. Boink. Okay, that works too. If it puts it in the middle, that's even better. Are you gonna go? They're just gonna sit there? Okay. Oh, I think you have to click them twice to turn them to do that. Okay, never mind. Oh, is it gonna do this thing? Let's go like this. There we go. There we go. Come on, you can do it. You can put 3 on there, yay! And put the second one on there. Oh, this is gonna be awesome if it does it. Cool. I think as long as we have like the regulator moving slightly, that it'll do it. Let's see. Because the train is like totally creeping along at like the tiniest bit. Okay, cool. All right. Do I have... No, it doesn't let me... It doesn't let you turn on the light while you're in there. Let's go like this. Turn on the light. There we go. Is it going to do the same thing? Oh, it is going to do the same thing. Okay. We're going to go back to gameplay options. And 2 minutes. And yeah, that's fine. There we go. Back. Continue. Alright. There. That should get us through the night at a decent pace. I like that we get a little bit of moonlight shadow too. That's pretty cool. The clear nights, the lighting isn't super horrible. Once the moon comes up and it's a decent brightness. Okay, we don't need 100% on that. We can turn this down a little bit, right? So that allows us to bring 9 beams. Isn't that what the big cars took? Didn't the big cars only do 3 beams at a time? Yeah. 3 beams and 6 lumber. Okay. Well, I guess we know what we're using to bring beams for the rest of the game, right? Alright. The only problem with that is that instantly... See, it instantly pops out to here first. It doesn't, like, come out and then do that. It just... Otherwise, it would be really cool. Alright. So we've got... Yeah, I think we've got time. We're coming up on about 50 minutes, I think. So I think we have time to do this. Yeah, it would be interesting to do something where you could just go straight over the mountains, though. It'd be neat if you could build those the other mechanisms and stuff, and you got to transfer this onto that. It would only be fun if transferring it was part of like a mini game instead of just clicking on something and waiting for it to happen, where you actually like you're driving the steam-powered crane that picks these up and puts them on the other train. That would be fun. The variety of things that you get to control. It's piloting. That's what I call it. You know, you have to pilot a vehicle in order to get it done. All right. As you might have guessed, I enjoy that sort of thing. Did I enjoy piloting things? Yeah. All right. Probably a good guess. See, yeah, we could bring that over and back in, I think. Although we're probably going to do this anyway, where we go up to that way. We don't need to slow down for that. All right. Then we can let it coast down the hill. All right. Looks like we're good. And then we get to test out our new track. It's going to be fun. I think this is a little... Oh, this isn't a little wide because this is going to be where our big turnaround and all that stuff is. So no, that's not really too wide there. I do need to just paint those trees out too before we build, so that we can just build and then paint the trees back in where they need to be. They're a little wide on this segment too, but it's not too bad. I'm really liking these. Because remember, you could do that, you could bridge a gap like that by using the little the little X pieces, the cross piece, whatever they're called. Plus piece. That thing. They got some technical term where they call it the fore-ender or something. That would totally be a thing. Alright, and then we did put in our... Did we put in the thing where we can go get logs on that side too? I think we did. No, we didn't put it in yet. Okay. So I've got that end there. I can put in a switch there and make it so that we can go get logs on that too. Because it's at the same level as the other ones. As the cordwood. So we should be able to do that just fine with no problems. Alright, we're going to go up a slight hill here. I like the way the trees came out here. There's a couple jutting out where it's not like perfectly carved out. That would actually be kind of cool to do, like a probabilistic. Cut the trees up to so many meters, but if once they're like where you have a minimum and a maximum. So any tree within 2 meters of the track definitely goes, but beyond that it's more probabilistic, and like trees that are 10 meters are 0% likely, and trees that are 5 meters are 50% likely to be chopped out and stuff. So that way you have a little bit of a, you know, a little bit jaggedy edge on that. This looks nice over here too. See where it's not like just like this perfectly, like over here it kind of looks a little contrived. I don't know, artificial. Alright. See how our track does here. If we hit any rocks, hit any ground, anything like that. It looks like it's going to be okay. We might even replace this with a bridge. Nah, that's fine. I like the one bridge segment by itself. It makes it more interesting looking. And that's perfect. We've got the same level. We're at level with this other track over here. That looks really cool. Alright. See how we do on our... Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa! Okay, we forgot something. Alright. I think we're gonna... Yeah, we got a couple things to do here. Okay. We still got a little work to do. Alright, let's get this. Can we get it to hook up with that? Yeah, there we go. Alright. We're going to get this to hook up with that. There we go. I mean, that looks like it'll do okay. Let's see. Demolish rails. See how this is going to do. Does this even need to come in like this in order to do that? I'm kind of thinking... Well, I think this kind of makes sense because it's not that sharp either. I mean, it kind of makes sense because it's keeping from wasting on that stuff, from wasting space on that stuff, but I'm kind of thinking we could smooth this whole thing out with like one big chunk of bridge. Let me see if I can do that. We're going to go like this, and we're going to use this one. We're going to connect it here, and then we're going to see what happens if we just connect it down here to this one. How's that look? Oh, that looks way better. Well, depends on your opinion of better, but yeah. I think it looks way more non-dangerous. It's more resources, but not so scary. But yeah, we'll try that. We can turn off our lantern too here. Okay, let's see how that looks. We're gonna add some fuel here, I think. There we go. All right. I'm actually kind of surprised at how quickly we were able to stop there. That was pretty impressive. All right. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, this almost could stand to go out this way a little bit more. I think what I'll do is I'll use the I'll probably just use the editor and move this spline handle out a little bit. Is what we'll do. And then we'll move that spline handle out that way a little bit too, and move this one a little bit that way. Maybe. I don't know, that almost seems like it diminished the quaintness, hominess, whatever. Like this kind of thing. The little windy trails. Those are kind of fun to do sometimes. But we'll see how this looks on here. Are we going to make it around this corner? Yep, we're not going to... Okay. We're going to drag on the ground there. It almost seems like this just needs to go in there and do a switch. You know? But I think it would take just as long. Oh, let's slow down here a little bit. There we go. But it almost seems like it would be better to have a switch go in there and then, you know, reverse it. Almost like a Y, but without the extra segment. Okay. And... let's go like this. The only thing is if you do that kind of thing, then you're limited as to how long the train can be when it's coming around. But I mean, that is just, that's a little ridiculous. It's really sharp on this end and then just takes forever on that end. So it definitely needs to come out farther. It needs to be rerounded. So we'll try some things on that, see if we can get that to happen. But first, let's get our beams up here. Alright, there's our first set of beams. We're going to go, so we should have 6 of them. It's like falling on me and stuff. There we go. Alright, and then one more. Cool. Did we turn off the bell? Yeah. Alright, and I think that's going to be it for episode 10. Do join me in episode 11. What we're going to do is we're going to take this all the way around the corner. Yeah, we're going to take this around, pick up the rails, and then bring all the cars back and drop off the rails and grab some coal. So, and I think we need to put we do need to put like a wood thingy somewhere so that we can refuel Betsy somewhere. It's starting to get low. But yeah, that's going to be it for episode 10. Join me in episode 11, and we'll see you then. Later.